Master Grade Nu Gundam Titanium. What is up, everybody? It is Robert 184, 2 R's 2 B's, GundamReviews.net, and believe me, I could not be more pleased today to be bringing you this look at the Master Grade Nu Gundam. This is the version Katoki here, Titanium finish, taking the already amazing Master Grade Nu Gundam version KA that we got last year, and it's just going to make it all the better, straight out of the box, albeit for a heftier price tag, but I'm sure it's going to be worth it. Late November 2013 release, and the price you can see there, 16,000 Japanese yen. But never forget, you can get it for even less, plus so much more good stuff from the good folks at Hobbylink Japan, and there's a link directly below. For a lot of Gunpla fans, this is definitely a case of Christmas coming early because it was sure a great one last year when we finally got a 2.0 equivalent of the Master Grade Nu Gundam, and we got rid of his big honkin' head, and instead, 1 year later, well, less a month, it's going to be November, that we're able to get our hands on this titanium finish. The price of the original one, 7,000, the new one, more than double at 16,000, but don't forget, we're going to be getting the MG Sazabi coming up for this year's Christmas present, and you've got to wonder if in November, they'll go titanium of that. That's already been the pattern, as we've seen with the Shinanju and with the Unicorn Gundam, and I hope that it continues, because for me, as first of all, this is just an incredibly good-looking kit that's tons of fun to put together, all sorts of gimmicks, the green Psycho frame, canon or not, and I'm sure there's a lot of other people that agree out there, as we got to see from the best MG rankings. But for me, Titanium Gundams are my absolute favorite out there. You know, Bandai puts out a million of these different special ones, and you can get them in clear colors, you can get them in extra finish, you can get them at Gunpla Expo, you can get a lot of them in stores. If you're talking Freedom, Strike Freedom, and things like that. However, people that have been watching my channel for a long time, you know that I'm crazy about the lead Gundams, and I love my lead Gundams boring and vanilla. If they look exactly like they did in the anime, straight out of the box with a little bit of lining, I am more than content. However, that means I get to skip over on all the clear exclusives, and especially, I've got to say, the extra finish. I know I may be in the minority here, but I just don't like them. You see the kits in silver, and they do look good. They're shiny, they look great, they're going to catch your eye. But I can't help but think, no, the Gundams should be in their proper tricolors with white being predominant, and the titanium kits take that to the nth degree, as you just get all the pop from all the colors, the gold, the blue, and the red, but that white is just going to look fantastic, and I'm even more excited because as we're moving into real grade Master Grade territory, we're getting to see more multicolors of white, so I can't wait to see what the gray is going to be in here. Extra finish? I wouldn't be excited. Titanium? You had me at the word titanium. With the box being identical, don't forget you can check out my lengthy review of this kit when I did that last December, and you can see all the parts, all the details and everything, but now it's time to delve inside the box and see exactly what gifts Santa has put in here in terms of shiny, shiny goodness. Ah, yes. I hope to be doing the same thing next November. Ooh, look at that. Shiny white, and ooh, that could be worth talking about. Gold galore. Monkey D. Luffy would be proud. Maybe Nami more so. There you've got the white for the fin funnels. Ooh, look at that. A dark, rich black there, nicely metallicized, with the red done up properly as well. You're going to have more white there, a couple of plates, some more parts for the funnels, even more black parts down there for the backs of the funnels. You can have those deployed. Goodness, how we'd all like to have 18 or 24 of these on here. That, I don't think they're going to sell separately. And then when you get in here, boring, regular, you get the idea, but hey, regular for this kit is still a winner, that's for sure. One thing I love about the packaging of titanium kits, and of course this is going to be costing extra money, but it pays off in the long run because of better protected parts here. But all the shiny goodness is not going to be chipped away because usually you're going to be getting multiple white plates or something in a single bag. But at this time they're just giving you one plate, one bag there. And you can also see that if they do give you a smaller plate like the red one, that's going to be bagged within a bag there. All of which is just going to help you make this look good straight out of the box and scratch free. And where is that extra zero going to? Well, look at this. How many plates you're getting that are actually going to be properly done on both sides, of course, this being titanium. You've got 3 plates in black, 2 of them identical. You've got 1.5 plates here with the gold. These were bagged separately inside the same bag. 1 red back there. You've got 2 identical white plates for the fin funnels, and then another 2 unique ones. But this is the best one for me back here. And now I'm sort of laughing at myself because I'm back on the fence when I opened up the box here, the first thing that I wanted to see was, are they going to be giving us, as I always incorrectly call it, the 2 shades of white? Yes, not 50 and not gray. But when you take a look at this, on the original Nu Gundam, this is something that some people loved and some people hated, but you could put these parts on the front of the skirts and you could do that on the back, and it basically gave you the multicolors of white, which the Real Grid line has been doing so well since the original Granddaddy came out and went for a swim back in the day. But it's funny, now that I'm looking at this in different light, I've run this by 2 other people, and 2 of us say that they're different, and 1 of us says it's the same. Looking at it under this light, they look pretty identical. Looking at it under different light, I would say that this is a slightly darker shade, and because of that, I'm hoping that it's going to look good when you put it on there. I don't know how well it's going to be showing up on the camera, but for those of you who put it together, I hope you're going to be pleasantly pleased, and it seems to me that it is going to be different, and you know what? Shiny white, though, still obviously going to look good as a titanium kit. And for a representative look at each of the colors here, this is one of my favorite parts of the titanium kits, is that as you move it around, those edges, I do not like to put any lining on these kits whatsoever. I think that they already do a good job of that, as you can just see the lines reflecting differently. You're always going to be getting that little bit of a marbling effect or mirage, or whatever you want to call it down there. Sort of looks like an oil slick. Not always great, but then again, overall the kit's going to be looking fantastic. It's going to be a question, though, of how good those seals and the famous Amuro A is going to be sitting on these flat, shiny surfaces, though. And here's the gold part here, part of the 1.5 plates. Look at that V-fin, looking angry and impressive, both parts there. Yes, high-grade Universal Century DX. Ooh, maybe your MG would get a titanium in the version and they do that upright. But the HGUC, not so much. Overall, these parts are all looking good, and I'm so impressed always with the titanium kits that unlike some of the other sprayed things that we've seen in the past from Bandai, that they are going to be looking good on both sides, even the ones that you're never actually going to see when you put the kit together. The red is going to be looking good as well for the waist section, for the cockpit hatch, and yes, for the big angry bazooka down there. And this is something that it's always sort of cute to see. You're going to be getting some of the processes here, the industrial, however they did that, but you've got some nice little rotating parts here, so even your plates have some gimmicks built into them. Not so great on the posability, though. The black parts here are going to be looking really good. I think this is going to be a fantastic offset. However, you can see with some of these larger ones that on the back, they didn't go full at it. You can see that there's a little bit more white than you might like over there showing. Then again, who cares, because you're going to be covering it all up, and that's on the inside of the kit. But again, you can just see the idea. No lining needed, as you just get that nice little silver effect underneath the glossy black that they put on the top, and it's just going to be even more pronounced on parts like this. Bandai, you have done it again. For the better. For these other plates, though I jokingly referred to them as being boring before, you know, they do make up an essential part of the inner frame of this great kit, and you're still getting all the bonuses, albeit unchromed. You've got your beam sabers in 2 plates, or a plate and a half, 1.5 plates, of that cool green inner frame, which we've gotten so used to with the unicorn. I can't help but wonder if this one could have been metallicized, or they could have gone in another direction and maybe done it up in red, because you see some nice looking paintings, or versions that people have done. It's red on the shoulder. What about having a red action base? Just could have been another way that they could have set this guy apart. Then again, if you've got a spray can. I'm a huge fan of the silver seals here that are going to be going under the green, but you'll notice that it just has the same markings as it did on the original, and these ones here, which feel oh so good there. And you've got that proper A for the shoulder, and I love that one for the shield. However, they're going to be pretty much identical. Where the issue is going to come up is right here with these color seals. I wasn't sure how this would be to take the blue, and then when you actually go put some blue on the other parts, but I've got to say it really grew on me, and I actually think that the kit looks fantastic. I say that with the big part being that the regular kit looks fantastic. When you put on these different shades of gray and blue, I think with the titanium this may be a little bit off-putting. May try one, but at the same time, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people out there who just skip this seal sheet altogether. Overall, you can tell from this unbox that I'm as pleased as punch about this kit, and it's just going to be a couple of the questions going forward. One, how old are my eyes that I can't tell whether the D plates are different? I'm going to go back again to saying that yes, they are. It just depends on the angle you look at it at from. And when I'm looking at this kit, though, I wonder about the seals. How well will the seals, the Amuro A and everything look? And what about putting on those extra little blue and that another shade of white? Something that I may just skip altogether here. But then again, when you look at the amount of shiny plastic that you're getting with this kit, it's just incredible. You can understand why the price is going to be what it is. And having this, we've seen the original Master Grade Nu Gundam in its extra finish. no desire, but this one, I may be desiring 24 fin funnels, but Bandai, they're probably never going to get on that. But can you imagine somebody who's got 4 of these monster MSs so he can get a full set of double fins deployed and on the back? Anyway, I'm sure there's somebody out there doing that. Well, please let me know what you think of the Unbox and the original kits, of course. What about the Sazabi coming up and its titanium finish options, or its prospects coming up? Anyway, can't wait to get this one all put together, so don't forget to come back and stick around and see it next to the original, just with a lot more bling. Thanks for watching, everybody. See ya. Master Grade Nu Gundam Adamantium.